Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Ibrahim and my Dr. Abdul Salam Fair project is on the Arduino. So what is the Arduino, you may ask? The Arduino is one of the most famous microcontrollers which is used by many around the world. It rose to fame because of its simplicity and yet the power to accomplish massive projects that are all controlled by the Arduino microcontroller. So what is a microcontroller then? In its simplicity, a microcontroller is a compact integrated circuit which can be used in many different ways to accomplish many different tasks. For example, it can be used to read information from sensors, like in one of my previous projects which I did last year. I created a security system that used 3 sensors to accomplish its task. It had a motion detector that you could activate at night by pressing a touch sensor. When something in its proximity would move, it would sound an alarm to indicate that a burglar has broken in. For example, you put it near your front door and at night someone comes through, or near a window as well. I also had a temperature and humidity sensor in there which could be used to indicate if there is a fire that has occurred. This is just a small sample of how you can use sensors with the Arduino. You can also use the Arduino to send output and control devices as well. I decided to demonstrate that this year. I decided to create a car that you could program to move in any way you would like. My original plan was to create a remote control car that would be controlled by an app which I had created. But unfortunately, my Bluetooth module, which is a bridge between the Arduino and the phone's communication, was broken and I didn't have enough time to order a new one. So I decided to go with the programmable car instead. My Arduino programmable car consists of 3 major components: the motors, the Arduino itself, and the L298N. The L298N in its simplest form is a motor driver which has an integrated circuit which is right here, which makes it a lot easier to control the motors, their speed and their direction and other stuff at the same time. In its simplicity, how this project works is that the Arduino microcontroller, which is right there, is the brain of the whole circuit. It sends signals to the motor driver and the motor driver in turn controls the motors. I will not be explaining the code of the car because the video's time limit is only 5 minutes, and when I explain the code, the video's time becomes 7 minutes. Here is the car in demonstration. So what? Why is this important? Arduino is an open platform that anyone can join. With this growing community, there are thousands of free tutorials offered by the Arduino community and the users too. Arduino is a simple yet effective device that has made coding accessible to many who wouldn't have access to it otherwise, like myself. It really is an amazing platform that is inspiring the younger generation to go into fields like programming, software development, and engineering. Really, if Arduino is implemented in schools as a course or an optional club, I really feel like it will inspire many to grow up and change the world through the skills that they have learned through Arduino, like many people who have already begun to do. People have created devices like the iWriter, which can aid people who have paralysis in writing by tracking the movement of their eyes, or projects like the Brain Robot, which allows you to control robots with your brain, all made by this small device. This device lets the user's imagination go wild, as they can make anything they want, as it is affordable yet simple. So in the end, what I'm really getting to is that the Arduino is an amazing device and it should be implemented into our education system, as it will inspire many of our younger generation to grow up and change the world through the skills which they have learned through this amazing device. The end.